Hello, dear students. I welcome you all, guys, on this particular session, which is basically designed to understand what are the various subjects which are very, very important for your GATE examination and how you can secure under AIR 100, right? So, Rohan sir, can you share the plan, right?
Hello everyone, how are you all? And I hope that you're all having a very wonderful time starting your GATE 2023 preparation. And I hope that all of you are at a very good level right now. Might have completed one or two subjects also, and might be wondering that how to proceed further. And you might also be refining your aims also. Earlier, you must be deciding that let us see what will happen when I start preparing. Now, after completing one or two subjects, now you may be aiming for something good. You may be aiming that I want to score an all India rank under 100 now. You want to do better now. So in the today's session, guys, we have brought exactly the same for you all. In the today's session, the first most important thing that we are going to discuss is what is the study plan for you to score all India rank under 100. And the second point that we are going to discuss in the today's session is what are the important topics for your civil engineering subjects, and what are the important topics from each and every subject which you must pay a special attention to, and there is no way you can miss those topics. And some minor topics also we are also going to tell you, which also going to help you in your GATE preparation. So scoring your all India rank under 100 is a very planned manner. We are going to tell you, we are going to deliver it to you. Let us see what is the content which is going to be delivered in the today's session, guys. So I hope that the PPT is visible to you all. Kindly comment in the chat section and let us know that if the audio and video is clear to everyone, guys.
Nandu saying, so your previous D series
are
not accessible. Any way to open it? Nandu, on whatever the session which was available for D series on YouTube, you can access that, right? But on the application, I don't think so it is available, right? So, Rohan sir.
Let us see what is the study plan, guys. So first of all, we are going to discuss what is the pattern of the exam. Then we are going to see what does the exam demand from you. Then what is our analysis? What is our views upon it? What are the important topics from your civil engineering subject? And what is your process of your preparation in order to score an all India rank under 100, everyone? So starting with what is the pattern of the exam. So as you all know, the GATE is examination which consists of 100 marks in total, out of which is to be completed in 3 hours. We have 65 questions. Out of these 65 questions, 30 questions are 1 mark, 35 questions are 2 marks. If you see the pie chart over here, you will find that the technical has a weightage of 72%, and 13% is for mathematics, and 15% is for aptitude. Aptitude being the most scoring subject and maths being a very easy subject makes it 28% very easy for you to score. Remaining 72%, we are going to tell you what are the important topics which you can cover, and you can easily get an all India rank under 100 if you follow the session. Krishna sir.
So basically, guys, we have a complete plan over here. So you are able to understand what is the basic pattern of the examination, right? So how much weightage is there for aptitude and maths, as I think already you know that, right? And what are the technical subjects which are important, and the 72% weightage is very heavy weightage for the technical portion. And in the later on, guys, in later slides, you are able to understand what are the important subjects which we have, so that you can cover it and you can score up to 80 to 85 marks, so that you can secure under AIR 100, right? So let me tell you one thing more over here, guys. If you are able to score between 80 to 85 marks, then definitely your rank will be under AIR 100, right? So I will tell you how you can pick the subjects which is very important for your examination, and what are the important topics which is available in the major subjects as well as the minor subjects. I have bifurcated the subjects in this particular session, so that you can understand which is the major subject and the minor subjects. And in that major subject also, we have done one analysis, like which are the major topics and which are the minor topics, which you can leave for your preparation, or you can say that, guys, you can give less focus over that, right? But right now, if you are preparing, so I will suggest you guys, you can prepare all the topics. It is my recommendation. But while revision, you need to give much focus over the major topic and the major subjects, so that you can score well and you are able to retain more content for your GATE examination. Okay, so kindly share this particular session to other students also, so that they can understand what is the secret, or you can say that what is the basic approach to secure under AI 100.
Definitely, guys. Share the session as much as you can, so that more number of students get benefited from the same, right? Now, what are the different type of questions which are asked in the GATE examination? You have MCQ questions, in which you are going to be provided with 4 options, and out of which 1 option is correct. MSQ questions, now that recently it has been added, and multiple options are correct in these type of questions. Then we have numerical answer type questions, in which we have to fill the blank. Okay, you have to fill the blank with a certain number. Okay, and the type of questions which are asked are theoretical and numerical. Now, numerical has a very high weightage in the GATE examination. So one part of your analysis of your study plan is also the analysis of the examination, that what type of questions are asked. So GATE is a very numerical based examination. So you have to focus more on the numerical approach in the GATE examination. We will discuss this in detail. Let us see what is the demand of the exam. The demand of the exam is, first of all, to understand the basic concepts. So the basic GATE is going to test you over here. Okay, if you just mug up the formulas, it will not work for you. Yeah, until and unless you have a very good clarity, you have gone through all the derivations, you have gone through all the assumptions. Okay, until and unless you have gone through all those things, your basics are not clear, you will not be able to crack the GATE examination. Then your application of the concept in the problem. It is no use of knowing all the concepts if you have not practiced it. GATE is a numerical based question, so you need to practice as much as you can. So you have to apply your concepts which you have learned in the problems. And then accuracy is very important, but the speed is not so important in the GATE examination, because you have 3 hours in order to solve 65 questions. So you have sufficient ample amount of time to do all the questions, but you have to make sure that your accuracy is very good, because if you are having sufficient time, then if you are doing inaccuracy, or if you are doing some silly mistake, that is going to be a blunder over there. Then our daily study and practice is very important. In order to excel in the GATE examination, it does not matter that how many hours you study on a daily basis. A student may study for only 3 to 4 hours a day and may excel in the examination. And the other student, he may study 10 to 12 hours a day and still not able to achieve the desired goal. So this is all based upon whether he is consistent, whether he is practicing, whether he is doing each and everything in a planned manner, whether he is focusing on the important things or not, whether he is prioritizing or not, and is he consistent with all those things. So daily study and practice plays a very important role. Number of hours depends upon the student to student based upon their flexibility. Then let us come upon the expert analysis. In this, let us see what are the different types of students that we have. First of all, we beginner students. Now, as a beginner, suppose you are starting your preparation. Now, when you took the decision to start preparing, at that moment itself, now you have become a learner, because now you are ready to learn. Now you are ready to know something new and you want to compete at some level. Now, when you are a learner, when you are learning new stuff, and side by side, you are solving questions and making handwritten notes also. Now you are a serious candidate. Now you are a serious aspirant, and you are very serious regarding your study notes, and you are preparing very well. And if you are doing revision also on a daily basis parallelly, then you are ready to win, guys, because with revision you are making sure that you are not forgetting even a single concept that you have learned. Now this is still not sufficient in order to score an all India rank 100. If you are practicing regular mock test, if you are following some test series, you are doing subject wise test, or part subject, part syllabus test, or full syllabus mock test. If you are doing that also along with this, then you become a ranker, my friends. The last month, a ranker always dedicates his last month only to the test series. Now, scoring an all India rank under 100 require all these things collectively. But if you are missing even one single thing over here, you will compromise your rank over there. Suppose there is a student who is a learner, who is solving questions, making notes, but he is not revising. What is going to happen at the end of the day? he is going to forget the concepts. He is going to feel that there are so many formulas which he is not able to recall, and at the end of the examination, he will not be able to deliver. And similarly, if you are not doing your mock tests, if you are not doing test series, then in that case, you are going to be harmed, because you are going to do silly mistakes in the GATE examination. The mock tests are meant for you to refine yourself, and in order to reduce any type of negative marking that could happen in the GATE examination. And if you are not doing, if you are not practicing the test series, if you are not doing your test series seriously, then you are bound to make those mistakes in the GATE examination. So test series plays a very vital role in your preparation, and in order to score an all India rank under 100. A very simple steps, if you follow all these things, you are destined to score an all India rank under 100 in a planned and a strategized and a consistent manner. Am I right, Krishna sir?
Yes, definitely. So let me add some point over here, guys. Basically, you can see here, if you are beginner, then you become learner, then you become serious aspirant, then you become ready to win, and then after that, you will be a ranker. But guys, this is a very long process. And let me tell you guys, the secret of this particular process, or you can follow this particular process very easily if you remember why you have started your preparation. That is the secret of motivation, or you can say that the self-motivation. So if you remember that particular thought, why you have started anything in your life, then you are able to succeed in that particular, you can say that goal or your process. So that is the basic thing. So guys, the beginner part is a very important part to become a ranker. And that is the reason you need to remember that particular thought which you have taken at that particular time when you have started your preparation. And that is the secret for your self-motivation. Okay. So let's move further, sir.
And same book. If you're having any issue, you can always send an email to us. You can send rohan.goyal@gradeup.co. Okay, you can always email us, and we are going to go through your. I'll definitely try to help you out in whatever way possible. Right? Okay. So let us understand what are the important topics. Krishna sir will take over here.
Yes. So guys, basically, you need to understand, which is a major part, to understand what are the major subjects, what are the minor subjects which we have in our syllabus of GATE examination, so that we can give much focus over the major subjects, and we can leave some of the topic if it is not possible within a specific duration, or let us suppose that at the time of revision you are not able to do that. So what you can do, guys, you can skip that particular topic which is very less important and which is very least asked in the examination also. So what we have done, basically, we have bifurcated the major subjects and the minor subjects also, so that you can understand the complete picture. What are the various subjects you need to give the focus? So you can see here, guys, in the major subject part, which we have like strength of material, structure analysis, RCC, soil mechanics, fluid mechanics, environmental engineering, highway engineering, mathematics, and aptitude. These are the core subjects, or you can say that, guys, the most of the question, like 80 to 85% of the your marks will be coming from your major subjects, or you can say that these subjects. Now, if we talk about the minor subjects, basically, so I have divided the minor subjects again in two parts. So you can see here, guys, one of the portion which is a light green one, and the next one is a red one. So why it is different? Let me tell you one thing. So basically, from engineering mechanics, survey, hydrology, irrigation, steel structure, you always get the question. But the weightage of these particular subject may be lesser. Like it may be possible 2 mark or 3 mark. Sometime it may be 4 mark also. But if you talk about railway engineering, airport, CPM part, and building material, sometime you will not get any kind of question from these topics. That's why we have put it a red color over here, right? So now I think you are able to understand what are the major subjects and what are the minor subjects which we have. Now let's move further. So you can see here, guys, we have written over here like what are the average weightage for each and every subject, which is a major one. You can see here, guys, for engineering mathematics, we have 13 marks, like environmental engineering, 12 marks generally. And in aptitude, if you have like 15 marks, for structure analysis, like more or less 4 to 5 marks. For geotechnical engineering, guys, no doubt this is a mostly asked subject, which is basically 12 marks. Then we have transportation engineering, 7 marks, RCC, 5 marks, solid mechanics, or you can say that the SOM, 7 marks, and FM is again 7 marks. So if you add all these weightage, so basically you will understand, guys, the weightage is approximately equal to 83 marks. Or you can say that from 80 to 85 marks, you will get the weightage of these subjects. Now, if we talk about the minor subjects. So basically, in case of minor subjects, Rohan sir, can you change the slide? Yeah. So in case of minor subject, you can see here, guys, like steel structure, surveying, construction, material management, engineering mechanics, hydrology, and railway and airport is there. Now, you can also choose the subjects which is little bit higher weightage in the minor subject also. Let me tell you about it. So like steel structure, surveying, and engineering mechanics, as well as hydrology. You can take this particular subject as the first priority in case of minor subjects. And later on, if you want to prepare more, so you can go with the construction, material management, and railway and airport. So let me tell you a little bit over here, guys. So if you talk about the steel structure, so you can go with the plastic analysis. So you are able to score like 2 marks from steel structure, right? And if you talk about the engineering mechanics, so we have only limited topic in that particular subject. So in case of engineering mechanics, guys, you are able to score the 100% marks, or you can say that 2 to 4 marks completely if you are able to understand the system of forces, friction, and the vibration part, which is newly added topic. So that is my recommendation for that particular subject. And the later on, guys, you are able to understand what are the important topics for further subject also. So let me introduce the first subject. We will discuss each and every subject in detail, guys, so that you can understand which is the major topic, which are the minor topic in a particular subject. So you can see here, guys, the first subject is structure analysis. So in case of structure analysis, they are generally asking the question from indeterminacy part, whether it is static indeterminacy or kinematic indeterminacy, right? The second one is analysis of determinate truss. Now, what is determinate truss? Already you know that, guys, which can be analyzed by using a equilibrium equation, right? So that is to be known as determinate truss. So basically, guys, if you are able to understand determinate truss, you are able to score again more marks in the structure part. Then moment distribution method, slope deflection method is again important, and you can learn the basic or fundamental concept of displacement method, which is very core part or very important part from your MDM and SDM method. Then later on, guys, we have ILD portion, which is influence line diagram. From this particular topic, they will ask you with some of the questions like effect of moving load or to use the Mueller-Breslau principle like this. And then we have force method of analysis to find the joint displacement of trusses, right, by using strain energy method and etc. So that's why, guys, these are the major topics from the structure part. Then later on, guys, in the minus topic from the structure portion, you can skip the matrix method or the RCS portion. But to be true, guys, while preparing or you have started your preparation, if right now also, so you can prepare all the topic, it is my recommendation. But at the time of revision, you can skip these topic, which is the minor topic. Okay. The next subject. So
the next subject is strength of material, guys. In the strength of material, the major topics which are majorly asked, and you will find repeated questions from these topics are your strength of the material, your basic material properties, okay, missing material, stress strain curves, right? Then bending moment and shear force diagram, very aggressively asked. Every year you will find one question like deflection of the beams, aggressively asked topic, okay. Transformation of the stress and strain, it is asked quite frequently. Okay, you may find 1 year gap in between, but still very frequently asked. Columns, yes, similar kind of the topic. Shear stresses in beams, very frequently asked topic, guys. Torsion also good topic, right? Very important topic. So on these major topics, you have to make sure that you have to study very well. You have to pay special attention to all the derivations, your assumptions, okay? You have to study them very properly. First of all, if this is done, then you will move on to the minor topics, which are combined stresses, bending stresses, shear center, theory of failures. Although theory of failures is a part of ESC syllabus. So these are the important topics for the minor topics for the strength of material. Moving on, guys.
The next one is RCC, which is a very important subject, as you know that, guys. From RCC, they are generally asked mostly IS coded provision. So please prepare it well as try to remember the required codal provision for your subject. Okay. So the next one is LSM and WSM for the flexure part, like singly reinforced beam analysis, as well as movement of resistance, like lever arm and etc. So you need to understand how to calculate all these things. Then the design of column is also important portion. Pre-stressed concrete, generally you may find 2-mark problem from pre-stressed directly, right? Shear design is also important. Sometimes you need to check whether shear failure is there or not. So such type of question you may find. And the design for bond also, it is also important. But if we talk about the design of torsion, slab and anchorage, so guys, these are very least asked topic, but whatever the codal provision which is required for these topic is also important. That's why I have told you guys, you need to remember the IS 456-2000 codal provision, which is important for all the topics which is written over here, right? The next subject, sir.
Next subject is soil mechanics. As you all know, this is the most widely asked subject. You will find this subject from this subject 15 marks from this one single subject only. And if you see the top from where the questions are asked are more or less uniformly distributed throughout the subject, because each and every chapter is a source of numerical for the GATE examination. So if you start with the soil water relationships and classification, very, very important topic. Okay, without this chapter, you will not be able to proceed with the subject itself. So this is becomes a very important topic as it is only. Then effective stress and capillary and permeability. Then again, effective stress calculation, the effect of capillarity. Okay, how much is the permeability, coefficient of permeability, very important topic. Seepage through soil, again very important topic. Your flow net, okay, very widely asked question in the GATE examination based upon the flow net. Consolidation of the soil, very good topic, very interesting topic, and it requires a very good conceptual clarity in order to understand this topic over here. So if you have a good conceptual clarity, you will easily be able to solve all the questions from the consolidation. Shear strength of the soil, again, very good conceptual topic. Earth pressures and stability of the slopes, especially earth pressures is a very important topic for the GATE examination. You will find the questions on the active earth pressure, passive earth pressure, or earth pressure at the rest very frequently in the GATE examination. Shallow, deep foundation and well hydraulics. Well hydraulics, you will find a question at a frequent gaps, okay, but it is in a repeated nature. Shallow foundation and deep foundation, in these two also deep foundation is more important because questions from the deep foundations are more frequently asked in the GATE examination. Some of the minor topics are your clay mineral and soil structure, compaction, vertical stresses, and soil exploration and expansion soil.
So let me add one more point, sir, over there. So basically the well hydraulics, you can cover this particular topic like groundwater hydrology, either in the hydrology subject, in the environmental engineering, or in the soil mechanics. So basically you need to find out how much yield is there from the aquifer and etc. So basically guys, the well hydraulics can be covered in these 3 subjects.
Yeah, it's a common, wherever you are able to cover, topic, you can cover it over there.
Yeah. So let's move to the next one, which is the most favorite subject from my side. So environmental engineering, guys. So in environmental engineering, let me tell you one thing. Some of the topic are very, very major, and you may find that from these topic, you may find the question directly, right? But from the minor topic, the very less number of question was there in the GATE examination. So you can see, guys, from raw water quality parameter like physical, chemical, biological, all these 3 quality parameters are important because you know that, guys, in last few years, they are also trying to ask the question from MPN test, which is a biological quality parameter. So you need to go for that also. Now, if we talk about the water treatment plant, from water treatment plant, we have coagulation portion, disinfection part, filtration part, and the sedimentation part. Sedimentation part is the most frequent part, which is you can see in the examination. Then we have quality parameter of sewage. From that, you need to cover the BOD, COD, THOD, TOC, and etc. So again, this is an important part. Sometimes you may get the question from the quality parameter directly, like BOD portion. Then we have STP, which is our sewage treatment plant. So in sewage treatment plant, guys, they are trying to ask the question from a specific type of treatment, like ASP, activated sludge process, trickling filter, then oxidation pond, and our sludge treatment also, which is another point which is very important. Then they are also trying to ask the question from the solid waste management and the air pollution part. And you know that, guys, the noise pollution is not the part of our syllabus. So you can skip that particular topic completely in your preparation also. So solid waste management and the air pollution. From these topics also, you may find the question, right? So please prepare it well. Now, if we talk about the minor topics which we have, like water demand, then design of sewer and disposal of sewage effluent or treated effluent. So basically, guys, these are the minor topic which you can give less focus over that, right? But at the time of revision, not at the type of preparation. Okay, let's move to the next subject, sir.
Yes. So before moving on to the next subject, I would like to point out one thing over here. The clay mineral and the soil structures and the soil exploration and expansion are no need to cover this, okay, because it is only in the ESC syllabus. So moving on, fluid mechanics, right? Fluid mechanics.
So one student is there, Ajit. So he is asking one question. What is the right approach to prepare problem in the beginning of my preparation, sir? Or start something workbook or stick with the test series?
Sir, we will come to that in the preparation for the exam.
Okay. So basically, Ajit, we will give you your answer when we will discuss how to prepare very well to secure under AI.
Yeah, we just stay connected with us. Your answer is going to we are going to answer your question through the slides only. Okay, it is going to come. We have that topic planned. Moving on to the fluid mechanics subject, fluid kinematics. So again, the questions are you will find more or less from distribution only. Fluid kinematics is an important topic. Then fluid properties, fluid dynamics, dimensional analysis is a very important topic over here. Pipe flow is also a very important topic. Open channel flow, you will find one question from open channel flow every year, at least one question. Laminar flow, okay, more or less little important as compared to the other topics. Fluid statics also important topics. Then some of the minor topics which are there are turbulent flow, boundary layers, drag and lift, and buoyancy and flotation. So these are some of the minor topics.
Then we have next subject, which is a surveying one. And you know that, guys, from surveying, you may find the weightage like 3 to 4 marks. And from surveying topic, you know that, guys, that this is basically a numerical subject and very easy to remember also. So you need to cover just a specific topic so that you can score well. Okay, so you can go with the chain surveying, compass surveying, traverse surveying, labeling, tachometer, curves, and photogrammetry. So these are the major part which is mostly asked in the GATE examination. And the minor portion is plane table, remote sensing, and theory of error, and the field astronomy. These are not the mostly asked topic in the GATE examination. The next subject, sir.
So in the vision batch, Raghavendra, the schedule is going to be, you can see the your plan. Okay, you can see the study plan. You will be provided over there when the mathematics and aptitude classes are going to start. You will find over there actually what is the plan that is projected for you in the coming months. Okay, you can get to know all the classes which are going to be there for the throughout your course. Okay, right. Next is your highway engineering. Highway engineering also covers a very high weightage in the GATE examination. If you see, the highest weightage is from the geometric design chapter itself. Geometric design over there, all the topics are very important. Stopping side distance, overtaking side distance, then you have super elevation, extra widening, transition curves, vertical curves such as summit curve and your valley curve. All the questions are very important and each and every topic is very important. So this chapter, first chapter itself, has to be covered in full depth and full details, okay, because each and every topic is important from the first chapter. Then traffic engineering over there, you have only one method, that is Webster's method. So you need to focus only upon that Webster's method over there. In pavement design, yes, there are a lot of concepts in the pavement design. So they may randomly ask from anywhere. The questions can be asked more of the less empirical based questions are asked. Okay, empirical formula based question. Highway material and testing. This is also a relatively important topic. 1 marks questions are very relatively asked from this topic over here. Some of the minor topics which are there are highway development and planning and highway maintenance. Okay. If for the GATE examination, you may even skip these 2 topics also. No problem over there. Okay. If you do not have any sufficient time, okay, time is a constraint over here. For you, you have to cover the syllabus in a given time. You do not have infinite time, right? So you have to make sure you have to solve, you have to study the topics, you have to solve the questions, PYQs, you have to do your test series, revise. So there are a lot of things. So you have to plan accordingly. You have to prioritize things, right?
So if we talk about the engineering mathematics, as you know that, guys, a very, very highly weighted subject. So basically you can go with the linear algebra, calculus part, differential equation, and the probability, right? Which are the very, very major topics. And if we talk about the minor topics like Laplace and the numerical method and the complex variable are the minor topic which you can skip right, at the time of revision. So let me add you one point over here, guys. You need to complete your preparation in this manner, which we have already discussed in the earlier slides, right? You need to start your preparation. You need to know the syllabus. You need to cover the subjects, all the subjects first. Then you have to go with the test series. Then you have to go with the revision part. Then you need to go with the further process, like you can say that the mock test and etc. So basically, guys, sometime it may be possible during your preparation, you are not able to cover all the subjects. It may be possible. So what you can do, guys, you can use this particular slides, or you use this particular data, right? So that you can skip some of the minor topic, which is not important or which is not mostly asked in the GATE examination. And you can also complete that particular subject as per the requirement of the examination. So that you do not have any kind of fear. I have not completed that subject, right? So I think Rohan said this particular slides and this particular data is definitely beneficial for the student, right?
Yes, exactly, everyone. All this data is so beneficial for you because you can now plan accordingly. Okay, as per whatever subject you are taking up, you can see what are the previous year trend and what are the topics which are important. And we have done all that work for you, and we have given all the data for you over here. Okay, now all you need to do is implement. Okay, we are doing all the hard work for you at the back end. So share the session as much as you can, and if you like the content, do not forget to click on the like button and subscribe to the BYJU'S Exam Prep channel if you want more such refined and more such detailed videos for each and every one of you. Moving on to the next subject, everyone, let us see. The next subject is your building material. Again, very important topic. You will find one question from this topic very frequently, and it is quite easy. If you start studying, the major topics are cement, concrete, and timber. These three are the major topics. Some minor topics are your mortar, lime, and brick. Okay. If you follow good study notes, okay, if you find a good book for the GATE preparation specifically, it will only take hardly 2 to 3 days to study all the subjects. You can study the whole subject in 2 to 3 days. So it is very scoring as per the time you need to invest in order to score, in order to learn the subject. So you will get more marks by time ratio. So next subject.
Next is engineering mechanics. As I have already told you guys, you need to cover only few topics from this particular subject, as well as the syllabus is very, very small from civil engineering point of view. But you know that, guys, engineering mechanics is a very big subject if you want to learn the fundamental. But to be true, guys, in our syllabus of the GATE examination, they have put it only few topics which you need to cover as per the exam, right? So you can see here, guys, you can cover the major part, which is basically system of forces. Then we have friction and its application, which is again important, like some application of friction, like block problem, wedge problem, and etc. Then we have free vibration part, which is introduced earlier, right? So you can understand, guys, these three topics are very, very important. Just go for it, and you are able to score 100% in engineering mechanics. Then if you talk about the minor part, which is basically center of mass, center of gravity, and the centroid portion. Okay. The next subject, sir.
Next is your CP and PERT, construction planning and management. Okay. So in this, your CP and PERT networks are very important. Okay. You will find one question from this topic very, very frequently. Okay. And then some of the minor topics are updating of the network, okay, crashing of the network, and engineering equipment. So these are some of the minor topics. Although if you study CPM and PERT, updating and crashing comes along with it, and you need not invest additional. You do not have to learn any new concepts for that. Okay, it is quite in a continuation only. So you can cover these three topics very easily. Engineering equipment is a like you have to study all the different types of equipments which are available. So you study this topic in merely 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so this is also not a big deal. You can, if you want to study, you can study at the end moment also, no problem.
The next one is railway and airport. So to be true, guys, it may be possible you may get the question, or it may be possible you may not get the question from this particular subject. But still, guys, we have written some of the major topic which you can follow and you can learn this. So geometric design, runway design, and the taxiway design are the important part from this particular subject.
Then steel structures, guys. In steel structures, guys, your plastic analysis is a very, very important topic. After plastic analysis, you have your connection design. Your bolted connections and welded connections precisely are very important because strength of the bolted connection and strength of the welded connection is a very frequently asked topic. In the plastic analysis, you will be asked to find out what is the collapse load, or what is the plastic neutral axis, the location of the plastic neutral axis. Those type of questions are asked. So these two topics we have to cover completely. Then compression members, there are some questions based upon the slenderness ratio. Those type of questions are asked. Okay, so compression members you can also cover. Then some of the minor topics are your tension members, beams, and plate girders and gantry girders. In this topic, in these three topics also, if you are required to cover, do cover tension members if possible, right? And beams and plate girder and gantry girder may be kept for a later point if you are having some time restriction.
The next one is basically engineering hydrology. So from engineering hydrology, guys, you can prepare the precipitation part and the infiltration part, right? Then we have runoff and hydrograph, and then flood estimation and routing. So these are the major topic, and you can skip or you can give less focus over the stream flow measurement, right? So this is the basic part, because you know that, guys, this particular subject is having only 2 to 4 marks weightage in your GATE examination. If you prepare this major topic, you are able to score 100% in the engineering hydrology also.
And guys, if you want PPT of the today's session, I want to see 5 emojis in the comment section, everyone. Quickly tell me if you want the PPT of the today's session, guys. How many of you want the today's session PPT, guys? All the work has been done for you, and you just have to use that and make your preparation as efficient as possible. Yes, everyone. Yes, right. So quickly like the session as much as you can. And we are going to tell you soon enough how the PPT of the today's session is going to be provided to you. Okay, I want to see as many as possible fire emojis in the comment section, guys, if you want the PPT of the today's session. And at the last, we have one bonus over here for you. Okay, we have covered irrigation, sir, or is it?
No, you have to cover it. So
irrigation, yeah. So in the irrigation, guys, your major topic is your crop water requirements. Okay, the depth of the water which is required to be irrigated, and what is the time after which the irrigation is required. Irrigation cycle, based upon that, questions, very easy topic. You can study it easily. Gravity dam, very important topic, very frequently asked topic. Then some of the minor topics are your canal design and seepage, right? And at the last, a bonus for all of you.
So bonus is nothing else. That is basically general aptitude. You know that, guys,
yes.
that you can score the full marks also from general aptitude if you have very good analytical knowledge, right? So that is the requirement of general aptitude, right? So this is the bonus part only from the
definitely, guys. This is definitely a bonus for you all, because you are engineers, and the general aptitude which is asked in the GATE examination is of a very moderate level. Okay, if you have a little practice into general aptitude, even with that practice itself, you will be able to easily crack all the questions of the general aptitude. So those are definitely the bonus marks for each and every one. Now, moving on to our next point, that is, what is the process of the preparation? The process of the preparation consists of 3 stages. Stage 1, you need to analyze what is the demand of the exam, which we have already seen, right? Then you have to do the syllabus analysis, which also has been done by us, and we have given you all the important topics. Then weightage analysis, which has also been done by us, and we have provided you the weightage analysis also for each and every subject, right? And what is the level of question which is asked and the type of question which are asked. So you have to analyze all the previous year question trends, what are the important topics, what are the type of questions which are asked, and then based upon that, you have to move on to the second stage, in which now your focus is more upon the concept clarity. All those topics which are very important for the GATE examination and are very frequently asked, you have to make sure that you study each and every topic there. Then you have to, after completing each and every subject, now at your stage, you might have completed 1 or 2 subjects right now at least. I expect if you have not completed, still it is not, you are not too late. You can still start your preparation also now also. So if you have completed 1 or 2 subjects, you can now go with the subject-wise test. Okay, suppose if you're completing strength of material, so go for a strength of materials test. Okay, and see how the preparation, how is your preparation. Okay, another very important type to a point over here is you have to practice all the previous info. Now, suppose you have studied some topic in the today you have studied some certain topic. Let us say you have studied bending moment and shear force diagram today. Now go to the previous year questions and see what are all the previous year questions which are asked from this topic, and are you able to solve all these questions? And if yes, you are able to solve, then means your preparation is in the right path. But if you are facing some issue in solving, that means either you have not covered that topic yet, you have studied the full concept yet, or you are not studying properly. Whatever may be the reason, do that, make the remedy, and come back again to the previous year questions and try to solve those previous year questions. In the third stage, now once you have done subject-wise test, you have done your previous year question, you have practiced, now comes your revision part. Now revision is very important because if you do not revise, your memory is volatile. It will simply evaporate and you will forget whatever you have studied if you have not revised. So revise on a daily basis. I always recommend my students, if you are studying, let us say 5 hours a day, okay, invest 10% to 15% of your study time to revision, which is very important. Now, it may be only half an hour a day, or it may be only 20 minutes a day, but do revise. Do not forget to revise. Revise your notes, study notes, short notes, any star marked question. If you have marked the questions which are difficult for you, which you were not able to solve, and then after completing like 3 to 4 subjects, you can also go for the mock test also. Okay. In what interval you should revise your particular subject and how many subjects to add in progression. See, always keep a cycle, okay? Now, when you are studying, so first subject you have completed. Now, when you are studying the second subject, revise the first subject. When you are starting the third subject, okay, revise the first subject because now it has been long behind because you have covered the second subject also. So, revise the first subject first when you are completing the third subject, and then revise the second subject also. When you are going to the fourth subject, again revise all the subjects as per the requirement. In the first subject, you have given already 3 revisions, and you think that the first subject is very well revised now. You know all the things very well. So you need not to revise all the things now. Only revise those things which are you are not able to remember or which you are forgetting. Make some short notes in which you are putting all the things which you are forgetting frequently. Okay. So like that, you can define your revising based upon the requirement. You have to prioritize your preparation. You have to prioritize which is to be revised first, which is to be revised later. Okay. How to prepare short notes in an efficient way. That session we are definitely going to come shortly, Ajit. Short notes, micro notes, we are going to definitely come upon that. Moving upon what are the sources of study? So when you are studying, your class notes are very important. Based upon that, if you prepare handwritten notes, that is a very, very important point. Handwritten notes are going to scale up your preparation drastically. And lastly, standard books. Standard books are to be referred only if a particular concept you are facing some issue in your study notes or class notes. Or if a certain topic is missing in your class notes and study notes, then only go to the standard books if it is required for the examination. If it is not required for the examination, do not touch the standard books. Okay, no need for now because we have limited time, right? And how to read? You have to pay special attention to the assumptions. Okay, empirical formulas. What are the units? What are the constants? What are the variables in all the formulas? Okay, what are the dependencies of all the formulas? Right. So you have to analyze each and every formula because at the end, GATE is a formula-based paper, right? So you have to focus more upon the assumptions, formulas, and formulas. Next is your sources of practice. So the first and the foremost source is your GATE previous year questions, which are most important. Then your ESC previous year questions, especially your numerical questions from engineering services previous year. Theoretical you can skip because those are not important for the GATE examination. And if you still are having some time to invest, then you can go for the example problems from the standard books also, which are good for the GATE examination, right? Then sources of revision, your self-prepared notes are the excellent source. But sometimes your self-prepared notes becomes very lengthy because you have written each and everything in a very detailed format. So you need to make short notes. The short notes helps you to revise quickly and efficiently. And lastly is your gate previous year questions which you are not able to solve and which I also call as star marked questions because you will mark them as star if you are not able to solve in the first attempt, right? Now, how to appear for the test series? Now, what is test series? Now, how to use the test series? Test series does not mean just going for the test series and applying the test. Test series, you have to see what are the concepts that we have wrong for you, where you are doing the mistake, what formulas you are forgetting. Based upon this, you can refine your short notes. And what are the, whether you are doing calculation mistakes, and if you are doing calculation mistakes, you need to improve upon that. You have to practice more upon calculation. Okay, you cannot skip calculation again and again, right? Reading error, if you are doing some reading error, that means there is some, you are either nervous in the examination or your mind is somewhere else in the examination. So you have to concentrate, you have to increase your concentration. So you have to do something to increase your concentration. Either you can do 10 minutes of meditation or you can try to do some focus exercise like that. Okay, and there are silly mistakes. Now, silly mistakes is something that you have to avoid. So, try to avoid the silly mistakes by doing as much as practice as you can. When to give subject-wise test and when subject is completed freshly or after completing one or two other subjects. No, when you complete the subject freshly, do go for the subject-wise test. Okay, test series you should start as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Not just applying the test series, analyzing the test series. What are the mistakes you have made? Okay, each and everything has to be analyzed. What are the questions which have went wrong? Include all those concepts in your short notes based upon them. Any questions at the end, guys? I hope that we have covered all your doubts.
So let's take the question part from the students, sir. So Ajit is saying, sir, how to prepare short notes efficient way, sir. So Ajit, no doubt, if you want to prepare the short notes, so let me tell you some important point which you can implement while preparing the short note. So what you can do, you know that whenever you learn any topic, so you have two parts from that. One is the core part or the major part, which is very important portion for, or you can say that to understand that particular topic. You need to write that, okay, like some formula, right? Or like some core point of that particular topic, right? So you need to write that particular points in your short notes and try to memorize or try to make your own story for that particular topic or that particular subject, so that while revising that short notes, you are able to recall both the things, right? So one part is your memory and the second part, which is the heading up, right? Or you can say that's some for the formula, which you can use in your short notes, right? The next question is, sir, Senbook is saying, sir, revision can give you some tip. So, sir, do you want to give some tip for the revision part to Senbook?
Yeah, so revision is required as I've already told, right? Revision is something which has to be practiced on a consistent basis. Every day you have to do revision, every day, okay? And try to uh, optimize your revision as much as you can. You can optimize your revision by preparing short notes, okay? And by preparing short notes, you can revise more data in less amount of time. Suppose you have studied a particular concept. You need not study the whole story again and again, right? You don't have to go through each and every line again and again because now you know what is in the background. What you can do is one thing is you can use a highlighter. Suppose if you have, suppose in your comment only, sir, revision, can you give us some tips? So you can highlight revision and tips. So now you know what you were asking at that point. So you are asking for some tips for revision. So by only reading these words, revision and tips, you are able to know all the gist of the whole line. So like this, you can highlight important words throughout the page so that when you read those words, you will get to know what is the background story and you need not have to read the whole statement again and again.
Ajit is saying, sir, how to choose test series, stick with one or multiple test series. Ajit, I think one or two test series are more than enough. to be true, right? If you are able to complete that particular test series, then definitely, or that particular complete mock test, which is a bunch of the mock tests which is available. So definitely you are able to score well. So try to choose 1 or 2 test series, that is more than sufficient, right? So let's come to the point of Vicky. Sir, when to give subject-wide test when the subject is completed freshly, or I think Rohan sir, you have already answered this particular.
Yes, I have already answered.
Okay.
Senbok is asking.
Yes.
Senbok is asking. So he's asking that meditation is important. Yes, true. And how to prepare for non-technical subjects? Non-technical subjects, Senbok, it depends upon your. See, if it is possible, you can invest 40 minutes every day. That is also very good for non-technical subjects. But if it is your choice, okay, because after all, technical is more important. Non-technical, you can either do side by side, or you can prepare it as a separate subject only in a continuity. Okay, that also you can do.
Generally, sir, I suggest to the student, if you have very short duration available for your preparation of the examination, like let us suppose if you are starting your preparation from right now, and you have 2 examination like GATE and ESC. So now you have to choose one specific examination so that if you can score well and you are able to means you are able to get a good rank also if you have very short duration. But if you have a lump sum duration like 1 year, right, so then definitely you can go with the both the examination at the same time. So that is the, I think, best answer to understand whether you have to prepare the non-tech or not, or you have to how to prepare the non-tech also. Now let me give the answer for Vicky also. So which subject to be completed earlier? We have already discussed this particular point. You need to cover the major subject first, not the minor one. If you are able to cover the major subject which have very high weightage in the GATE examination, then it will be much better because you will get more time for the revision also for the major subject. And that is the best answer for this question.
I hope we have answered most of the questions.
If you have, please let us know. And please hit the like button also. And please share this particular session to other students also so that they can understand.
And guys, the PDF of the today's session is going to be provided to you on our Telegram channels. You can join our Telegram channel, Civil by Rohan Goel and Civil by Krishna sir. I hope, sir, this is the name, right?
D series by, yes.
Yeah.
D series.
So you can, D series. So you can join our Telegram channel, okay? Civil by Rohan Goel and D series, okay? So the PDF is going to be provided to you on our Telegram channel. All the analysis will be provided to you after the session, okay?
Any other question, guys? If you have, please let us know so that we can give the answer for that. You can follow this particular link which I have shared in the chat box so that you can go how to develop the problem solving skills. Ajit, it is very simple to understand how to develop the problem solving skill. If you are able to understand the concept very well, then automatically your problem solving skill will improve. So first of all, you need to make a base, like a foundation, right? So you need to understand the whole concept of any kind of topic which you are learning, and then go with the problem part and try to start the problem, which is a very short one, like a 1-line answer, 2-line answer, then go with the bigger one. Then you are able to succeed in that, right?
So I think with this, we will wind up our session, guys. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next session, guys. Take care, everyone.
Thank you so much.